Maps. There are thousands of them. Well, it feels that way anyway. And each with their own way to screw you over as survivor. So let me entertain you. Wait, no, that's wrong. Let me educate you with some tips on how not to 3-gen on some of the most problematic maps in the game. Let's go. Educate you! Okay, I'm sorry. The most important thing to do on RPD East is one of these gens in the main gen. This is a guaranteed gen, and there's sometimes one at the top of the stairs. Doing this gen is a way to make sure that the generators are split. Now on RPD, either East or West, you do not want to do all the gens on one side of the map. Because if you do, the killer wins. But on East Wing specifically, you need to make sure you leave the library gen. Why? So, East Wing is the one with the helipad, by the way. So this library gen here, it spawns here, and sometimes it spawns behind these books here. But if I was to time how long it takes me to go from here, I'm basing this on a normal M1 killer, by the way, not one that can teleport.
All the way to, I'm going to say the helipad, or even this gen down there.
This is a long time, so if you leave this gen and the one in the library to last, at the end game the killer has to go all the way from here to all the way over there just to check the gens. Now RPD West, the same, do the middle gen. Get one of the middle gens out the way quick. Right, so there's 3 gens on this side and there is 3 gens on this side and 1 in the middle. You need to make sure you are doing gens on both sides of this map. So the best thing you can do is leave this one here outside of Wesker's office and leave maybe this one over here. Yeah, you better run. Leave this one here. And again, it's because of how far it takes me, or how long it will take me to get across the map from here all the way to here. So do you see what I'm saying? As long as you leave the 2 furthest gens on RPD, then the killer has to go a long way to monitor what you're doing. Okay, I got an unlucky spawn. There is normally a generator in the garden. But if there is not a generator in the garden, make sure you do the gen that will spawn at one of the doors. And the most important thing on Midwich is, do generators upstairs and downstairs, but always leave one on either upstairs or downstairs. You can see here how many have got upstairs. 1, 2. I've only got 2 generators upstairs. So if you do both of those generators upstairs, all I have to do is run around the bottom. I have no reason to ever go upstairs, which halves the map. So, Forgotten Ruins. This map is absolutely... It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't know what to say. But what you need to make sure is you are not doing all the gens up here or all the gens downstairs. So, ideally, what you want to do is make sure someone is on a gen upstairs and you are on a gen downstairs. Now leave... I'm going to say ideally again. Ideally leave this gen here near Shack. And let's travel all the way there. And this one here. I don't know how much quicker it is going through the portal. I'm going to test that now. But do you see how far I have to travel to get to those gens? Yeah, so that still takes quite a while no matter which way you do it. So as long as you are leaving this one here in Vecna's beautiful room and one up near Shack, then that's your best bet at winning on this map. Now Now Greenville Square is pretty simple. Do the middle gens. Don't do this one up here or this one at the statue, because look how far away they are for the killer. Wait, I can't even believe see it. Is that over there? Yeah. Look how far they are for the killer. So if you leave these two to last... The killer's got to go on a whole bloody pilgrimage. To get to here. Like, as long as you do these middle gens, and there's plenty of them, and leave the cinema and the statue, you'll be fine. Hawkins, or the underground complex, is such an easy map to play as Survivor. All you have to do is leave the generator that spawns up here in this room, guaranteed, and the generator that spawns here. Do you see how long it took me to get over here? Easy win. Easy win. Grim Pantry. For the love of God, leave the main gen. Leave it. Don't touch it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist till you're down to the last 3 gens. Why? Because once you do that gen, the killer literally has no reason whatsoever to ever go up there. And it just makes the map this small. Makes the map this big as opposed to this big. So ideally for your last 2 gens, you want to leave that one up there on the pier, or this one over here. And of course, the one up on main. Why? Because of the same thing we've been talking about. It's the furthest points for the killer to travel. Do the middle gens. There is actually normally a 3 gen up here shack on these maps. Yeah, here, here, and here. So make sure you do the gens that are near shack. Or at least one of them near shack. Do the middle gens. Just do the middle gens, guys. The exact same rule applies to the Pale Rose. Leave the one at the main. Otherwise, I have no reason to chase up there. Azeroth's resting place. So this map, it's simple. Make sure you do the middle gen. Make sure you do it. This one. It's so easy to 3 gen yourself on this map. Sorry, forget how to speak sometimes. So if you do that one there in the middle and this one here on the hill to break it up, and then make sure you are leaving 1 generator on each side of the map. So ideally that one over there and the one behind the shack here. Or is that the main? That's shack. Yeah. So the one at main, or the one over in that corner, and the one behind shack. Because if you do all the gens on that side, say 1, 2, 3 there, I don't need to go to that side of the map. If you do all the gens on this side, the 1, 2, 3 there, I don't have to go to this side of the map. Does that make sense? You'll see a theme here. Always get the middle gens done. The very first gen you should be running to is the middle gen. The same applies for Suffocation Pit. Now, with maps like Groaning Storehouse, it is important. It's so important to leave the pocket gens. So pocket gens are the gens that spawn in, see these structures here? And the same over there? If you leave at least one of those gens and do these middle gens here, the main gen, this one on the hill, and then leave that one over at the back there, the killer has to travel all this way. Oop, lagged there for a second. But if you do the pocket gens, so say you do that gen there, and this gen here, this is my map now. This is it. I never have to go up there. Why would I? And I hope by this point you're seeing a pattern of doing the middle gens. I just want to touch on some of my main tips. Number 1, do not jump on the first gen you see. Everyone, as soon as they spawn in, jumps on the first gen they see instead of trying to find the middle gen. As I've said multiple times in this video, get the middle gens done first. Because of the new spawn logic, everyone is supposed to, in air quotes, spawn in the same place. And if everyone just jumps on the first gen they see, then the next gen they see, then the next gen they see, you're 3 gen before you know it. Number 2, alternate sides. Don't just do the gens on one side of the map, make sure you're splitting them on both sides to make sure it's even. Now I know you can't always control what your teammates are doing, but at least you can control what you're doing. Number 3. Do gens both upstairs and downstairs on maps like Midwich, Forgotten Ruins, The Game. Make sure the killer can't just control one floor. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like me to cover more maps, maybe do a part 2, let me know in the comments below. Take care guys, and I'll see you later.